From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. Getting the nod in this one, Freddie Peralta. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
And we're underway from Queens. The 0-1. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Judge now, 2 for 9 so far in the series. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
He's struggled to make contact lately. Almost 2 strikes.
Line shot into the gap, should score at least 1. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead. The relay to the plate. The tag out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
Here's Stanton now, looking to stay hot. He had 5 hits in the game last night. Runner takes off. In the air, right field. Taylor on the move. He's got it. 2 down. And let's take a look at the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, he's just been a consistent and dominant power threat throughout his career. I mean, over 400 career home runs. I mean, that just doesn't happen to an average power hitter. This guy's been elite, and we'll see as he continues if he's going to make it into Cooperstown into the Hall of Fame.
He's trying for third. Wells in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Runner on the go again. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Save.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at third, 2 away. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. That is the inning. On to the bottom of the first. Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. This is the Subway Series on the show. The lefty on the mound for the Yankees, Carlos Rodon. You look at the strikeout leaders, and he's right there mowing guys down, Chris.
Yeah, the velocity pops, but it's his late movement that makes it unfair. You can count on competitive at-bats every time.
He's racking up Ks and making it look routine.
Yeah, just like Charlie Sheen, wannabe hitters are in survival mode when he's on the mound.
Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Just missed. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. That one fouled off. Ball to strike. The pitch comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On the ground to first. Rice takes it to the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's a Mets lineup now. Batting third, a guy they're looking for a little more out of right now, Jorge Polanco.
Well, he had only 1 home run last month, which doesn't cut it for a guy hitting in the middle of the order. They need him to hit the ball over the fence. We all know he's got that kind of pop in his bat to turn it around, but he just needs to put together some better, more consistent at-bats.
Juan Soto at the plate now. That's ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Ball 2.
Got him. 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman, Jorge
2 down,
Polanco.
base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Jorge Polanco. That misses. Ball 1. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Mets go down quickly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. So the New York Yankees putting together a terrific season so far, about a third of the way in. And Singy, they had high expectations coming into the year, and so far they looked the part completely.
For sure, Boog. I mean, these guys are winning at a very high rate, competitive in every single game. It's been impressive. Plenty of season still to go, of course, but they look like a team that's built for October.
Here's your 1.
Ball.
Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He was
Batting
all
seventh,
over that
shortstop,
one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So up next for New York, Anthony Volpe, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Ground ball left
Foul
side,
ball.
and it goes just foul. Base hit into the outfield.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. Now, I was talking about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
First and second, no outs. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. Traffic on the bases with one already in here at the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ripped on the ground to second. Simeon toss over to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Lindor on to first. Out number 2 and another run comes in.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's the ball. Throw to third. He's safe.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Smoked on the ground to second. And that's the third out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing. This is the Subway Series on the show. Back now with the Subway Series. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
That's
A 3-0
strike.
lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Ball. Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. Good job to fight that one off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
That's a ball.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. That's a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Payoff pitch. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Down in order go the Mets. They trail in this one 3-0. New inning getting started. Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps in, top 5 in WAR, basically worth more than a couple of bottom feeder teams. Unreal, Singy.
Yeah, he's not just valuable, Boog. He's practically carrying the franchise in a backpack.
Peralta back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Popped up. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Stanton, a former MVP, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
He was late there. Strike 1.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Way out front for strike 2. Outside low, and the count's full. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel,
Up next
trusted
for
his
the
hands.
Yankees,
Nice job of going the other way.
Austin Wells.
At the plate, Austin Wells. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Swinging a foul out of play. Oh, 1 down. Rolled slowly to first.
That's a foul ball.
And that's just foul. Swings through it for the K. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the
Yankees,
strike
first
zone by the
baseman
time it got to the
Ben
plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Rice at the plate now, and that's strike 1. The 0-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Tapper back to the mound. In plenty of time to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Luis Robert.
Luis
Jr.
Robert now.
Off the
Chris,
plate.
he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Out towards right center field. And that'll get down for a hit. And a man aboard.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Digging in, Tyrone Taylor. 2 for 6 so far in the series. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Nice grab. Pretty nice play there.
You're out.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And that drops in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hold.
Oh, now this one gets way at the plate. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a...
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. In the air to left center. Soto on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Ryan McMahon.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Grounded out his first time.
Ball.
Swings through that one. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Check swing didn't go. The count now 2-2.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. Was never even close.
2-2 now. Out towards right center field. Robert on the move to the gap. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. And midway in the 4th, Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing. This is the Subway Series on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Left fielder Juan Soto.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Late with the swing there. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Polanco takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time.
Yep.
Yankees up by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-2. Out to short. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Alvarez.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Francisco Alvarez.
Hee-haw!
Strike 2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Two down, nobody on. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. Back now with the Subway Series. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul.
You know, these Yankees digging it. Their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
The 1-1. That one at the knees for a strike. And a 1-2. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Aaron
And here's
Judge.
a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here comes Aaron Judge, 1 for 2. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that is that. Down in order go the Yankees, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Volpe throws to first in time. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Next for the Mets, third baseman, Brett.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The Mets trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5. Tapped softly on the ground and foul ball. That's to third. And that's just foul.
No.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Simeon in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. There's a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings. Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's too low. Full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And he made that pitcher throw 9 times on the way to that walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed. Next offering is down low, and it's 2-0. Here's a high chopper, and it goes just foul. Got him swinging for the K. That's his 9th strikeout so far. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
Pitching for the Mets,
Oscar Brazoban takes over on the mound.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And here is John. Carlos Stanton. Tap foul at the plate. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Luke Weaver getting ready to go. Myers warming up as well. Out to short. Over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
And next for New York, Austin Wells. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman Ben Rice.
So man aboard, Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. The 1-0. That one hammered but pulled foul. Man at first, one away. There's a line drive to left field. Out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That's a laser base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder
Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. Foul ball there. Two on, 2 outs.
No.
And foul ball. In the dirt, but kept close. The throw to third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. The Yanks lead 1, but they lead it 3-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Yankees,
now for the bottom of the
number
6th,
80.
and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 80.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Leading off, Tyrone Taylor. First time up, he grounded to third.
Tyrone Taylor.
Ball 1.
And it's even up.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful. Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Up next for the
So
Mets,
impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. Late swing, foul to the left.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Taylor on at first, nobody out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at bat alive.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it.
up next for the Mets, left fielder, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
The 0-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swing and a bouncer. McMahon throws across the diamond, and there are 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Next is switch hitting first baseman, Jorge Polanco. That's in there. And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Polanco hanging in there. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. The run scores from second, and they cut the lead to 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Missed inside with the curve. Man at second. Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit! Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second. And they trail by 1.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Vientos in the box now. No balls and a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Got him. Out number 3. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. Yankees 3 and the Mets 2. This is the Subway Series on the show.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets,
back. We're in the
number
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tobias Myers.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Well, one-run game, and up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. That one fouled off.
Ball, that's down.
The 1-2 comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Ryan McMahon now at the plate. On the ground, right side, and he can't come up with it. The underhand flip, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So back to the top of the order. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one out in front that time. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Yankees.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here is Aaron Judge, 1 for 3. Late swing fouled off. Grisham off of first with 2 away. Judge over the top.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
That one 95 to finish him off. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're up 3-2. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 7th, Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Brett Beatty.
Ball.
Fastball for a strike. Out towards right center field. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman.
Here is Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
That's in there. Strike 1. The Yanks holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder Luis
So here's Robert now.
Junior.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Up next for the Mets.
And next for the Mets,
Right
Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor.
Right through there for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Just outside. And that is ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Line drive. Fair ball. Robert on his way around third. He'll score and then tie it. Safely into third. It's an RBI triple. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
On the ground, Chisholm. To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick. Back here at Citi Field, ready to begin the 8th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Out towards right center field. Taylor gets under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw, and they got him. Two down, nobody on. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Back here in Queens.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 75, Camilo Doval.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Out of here! And this place is rocking. Next to hit, Jorge Polanco. Ball 1, no strikes.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
There's the strike. Swings through that. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one lifted to left. One down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
Outside.
Doval, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
He steps on the bag, got the out. Vientos now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, 99. How do you do? Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Caught him looking for the K. We go to the 9th. Stepping in, Ben Rice. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
In the air, left field. Soto under it. Then up and down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Volpe, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
In the air to left center. Soto on the move to the alley. Takes it in for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Cody Bellinger digs in now. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second. Ground ball, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. And the Mets salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Well, 4 games isn't too long to lose.